Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing
and just cut across 3 lanes of traffic on the wrong way. Now keep in mind, no cars are within a quarter mile of me. So I gun it, swerve left, and get into the restaurant before anyone gets to me. But yeah, that was a fun experience.
You forgot the third option.
Yeah?
Jesus, take the wheel.
No, I mean, no, in hindsight, I definitely made the best decision. Because, car didn't get damaged at all. Everyone was fine. No one got hurt. It could have ended so much worse. Because if I go in that grass, my car is getting damaged. And there's a chance that I crash into a car on the other side.
Yeah.
So going to the left was definitely the right call.
And you said you were 5 months after getting your license? You know what?
This was pretty
as bad as it all sounds for what happened, I feel like that's still a little normal to happen to anybody at that point.
It happens, especially because it was dark.
I mean,
I was somewhere I'm not familiar.
I would never be that fucking stupid, but yeah, it
No,
happens.
That's the only time I've ever done something like that. At least on that kind of a scale. I do remember that there was one day where, for God knows what reason, I spent a minute on the wrong side of the road at a mall parking lot. But there were no cars around, so no one noticed. And all of a sudden I was just I'm being stupid. What am I doing? But no, other than that, I mean, that's basically it. And then, the entire time I was in South Africa, I was on the wrong side of the road like a lunatic.
But everyone was.
I know, everyone was, so it was kind of weird.
It's all good. It's all good.
I kept honking at everyone what the fuck you doing? Get on the right side of the road.
And they're
everyone move, we're all doing it wrong.
And it's who's this crazy white guy?
I was trying to convert him.
Who's this crazy white guy driving on the road?
What's your problem with the tier list, Robert?
Alright, so did you guys
I already have a guess, but
list yet?
Well, we can talk about it's a tier list of scrolling social media sites, apps, scrolling them in public, seemingly based on the riskiness of going against the grains of society. This isn't something you should be looking at in public.
With the tiers going from what are you doing? It's not worth it. Walking a thin line. Something weird may show up. Okay, good.
Alright. I mean, I have a couple problems with the list, but there's one that's way more egregious.
I think we should release the list, if you ask me. But
Dustin, out of curiosity, what do you think is the one I'm going to say?
Well, now you said one, I think I'm wrong. Because I thought you'd have two.
I mean, I do have multiple things, but there's one that's way worse than anything else.
I was thinking that you were upset that YouTube and Twitch was on there. At all.
That's not what I was going for. I mean, I did think it was a little odd, especially for Twitch to be on there. But no, that's not the most egregious thing. Here's my egregious problem, okay?
I don't even think it's egregious.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that Reddit is okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, Reddit I think is way riskier than Discord.
No, because you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Reddit, similar to Twitch, at least from my experience, there's not a lot of just randomness. It's pretty curated, so I feel like you're safer in general.
Yeah, you know what you're doing if you open up Reddit.
Yeah.
Also,
I-
filters.
I suppose you have a point.
Don't have it on big picture mode. Have it on little picture mode.
I guess.
Yeah, I think Reddit's fine where it is.
Because
I guess I'm thinking just Reddit in general, but I guess when you bring up the point of like Reddit, if you have to choose to go to the weird shit in Reddit.
Yeah, similar with Twitch. Like, there's weird shit on Twitch, but like, no one discovers shit on Twitch anyway.
I feel like I honestly think Twitch should be in the something weird may show up category, especially if you're just scrolling.
I disagree.
I would
you're
say Twitch should be there as well. Yeah.
But who just scrolls?
Honestly,
on
maybe
Twitch?
even if you're on mobile, that's all you can do.
Oh, I guess so.
So
And when you scroll
I think
until you
Twitch
find
should
a
be
stream you're looking for.
walking a thin line, honestly, because like
No,
the
I was
discovery of
thinking
shit
that
now
too.
is mostly VTubers now, and most of them are really unfiltered and unhinged.
But you would have to. But it's kind of like Reddit, where you would have to go looking for the features.
Yeah, but
Not on Twitch now.
yeah, that's what I said.
Kinda.
Like,
Twitch will just show you
recommend
whatever's
for
popular.
anybody.
if you look in that category, you don't have to look at popular. Like if you open up Twitch, you can just go to your follows and just go from there. Like YouTube and TikTok, I'm assuming is on the same tier as TikTok.
Yeah, that's why.
Mostly because of
we
stuff
were
like YouTube
being there.
Shorts.
Probably.
And I'm 100% on board with that. In fact, I would put TikTok and YouTube higher. Because I know for a fact, like, there are times where I will be on YouTube Shorts or whatever, and I'll just be going through stuff. And then the next thing I know, because the algorithm gives me a lot of, like, clips from TV shows and stuff. And the next thing I know, some guy is saying the N-word.
Well, yeah, it's your algorithm. That makes sense.
Shut up.
But I don't think. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Scrolling in well, if you're scrolling in public and you're worried about audio, the problem is you, because why are you playing your audio out loud?
Well, I'm not.
I think
Visually.
this is more of like some, yeah, like somewhat you might be like next. I imagine like I am next to a person on like a train. And like
alright.
what's the risk of them
Can-
seeing something weird? And I don't think it's that bad.
Case in point, though, Matt, or let me reverse that. Counterpoint, Matt. YouTube Shorts, a lot of those same clips have the subtitles, so the N-word flashes up on the screen.
Oh my god, are people like
Yeah, then I think
looking
that's-
like at your phone?
You just said if
Are
people
people-
are looking at your phone.
I'm talking about like side eye, like normal people that have to share a seat on like a train out of the corner of their eye. Are they like are their necks like 90 degrees looking at your fucking phone?
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
know.
If they're able to read the words on your screen, they're being a little too nosy.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm thinking
Well, with
interpret
that
this
logic,
as,
then why is Twitter that high? I
Pictures.
mean, all of the Twitter
because
is
Why is Twitter that high?
Because pictures are huge and on the phone.
How
you
many
can see them
times
out of the
have
corner of
we
your
saw
eye on like small
Fanning
text?
scroll through
I'm just.
his Twitter for memes?
It is, yeah. Yeah,
It
no,
was really
I
bad on the
think-
camping trip. Georgia and I was
No.
going, whoa.
I mean, to be clear, the good tier, I have no issues with anything there. That all makes sense.
I think
I'm also
Although-
sure
I
about
think-
Facebook.
I was going to say,
a
although
little too much
Facebook,
faith in
maybe,
Facebook.
but I don't know enough about Facebook to really.
there's a
it,
little bit.
Pinterest?
I would say there's a little bit too much faith in Facebook.
I would
mean,
say Pinterest is fine.
Yeah.
Snapchat's fine.
Yeah.
I've never heard of
yeah.
anything controversial on Pinterest. I'm sure there is if you look for it, but like
You're a madman if you're looking for the controversial stuff on Pinterest.
that's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with you?
And then on the flip side of things, like the worst of the worst, like DeviantArt. Who the fuck is going on DeviantArt in public? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
Same
that's the
with
yeah.
point.
4chan. Tinder's slightly more normal to go on in public, but even then, like you said, you are playing a
guess-
dangerous game potentially.
I don't think you. I feel like Tinder's up there for a different reason. I feel it's kind of a thing. It's like, come on, calm down, dude. Like, why are you doing that in public?
There's
Sort of
nothing
thing.
wrong with that.
Yeah, I think you're getting.
Yeah.
I think you're getting looks, right?
Like, I don't think you're gonna see anything weird on Tinder.
Eh.
No, I think it's more of a social thing. Like I think it's kind of weird to be.
I wonder if Discord should be a little
Okay,
lower
I was gonna bring that
for
up.
the exact
So,
reasons
I think
we talked about
Discord
Reddit.
should honestly be on something
Yeah.
weird may show up. Because
I'd be fine with that.
I think that depends on what kind of It does. I think it more depends on what kind of Discord user you are, because there are people that are like, will just be in like Discord with like
I'm saying this
thousands
for
of
a
people
particular
that just
reason.
compose.
I don't know if
whatever.
it's just mine, like if it's a phone thing or
Yeah,
not.
but-
When I open Discord on my phone, it just shows me the list of servers first before like
Yep.
tapping and seeing the chats and everything. So you got that. For me, I got that moment to think, if I tap this in public, is something weird going to show up? Or can I randomly hit into a like normal gaming hobby store and see what's going on? Again, I don't know if that's my phone dependent or if that's just I'm weird. If it's everybody.
All right, think of it like this. There are Discords with certain types of people that we may have made their own channel that don't make their own channel.
No, I'm following.
Right?
Yeah. And instead it's the entire Discord.
There's the entire Discords that don't have a postmitators. They just let it free roam.
Well, yeah, I think that was why I should go into something weird may show up.
I guess I think that's valid. I think it's just kind of like I think it might be a little bit too much of a
Well, yeah, of course.
user based thing or user error.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's a little too high.
Could be a little bit.
It's like it's not totally like happen chance of something weird shows up in Discord. It's partly your fault.
Probably. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think that's a good way to separate the halves. It's like bottom half is like, okay, if something weird shows up, it's not totally your fault. Upper half is like, okay, why were you being
Yeah, what were you doing
fast and
there?
loose with that? Yeah.
Yeah, I could move Discord down. Maybe move Tinder down 1.
Yeah. I think they're hyping up Tinder a little too much. I also think you might be able to swap TikTok and Discord.
TikTok and Discord. Maybe I could see that.
And then bring Twitch down to something weird may show up.
I think Instagram needs to move up. So
Really?
So
Do you think it's not worth it category?
the number of times
There's no way
where
Instagram
me
can't be
and a
that.
couple people
I
have
can't.
like gone through our Instagram, we'll see our normal algorithm things, and then just something random will fucking show up that's not related to anything. It's a jaw dropping moment. And every time I open Instagram, it always shows the worst things as like in my stories and everything, and I instantly have to close it because I'm in public. I don't know if it's just like a coincidental unlucky shit thing.
I mean, it might be. I don't have that problem with Instagram, but for me, Instagram is entirely photography stuff, so I don't really have to worry about that. But like, yeah, Instagram is not.
Crazy
Instagram
Georgia.
Instagram is very safe for me. I'll just say that Instagram is very safe. I don't worry about Instagram at all. I feel like the one I have to worry about most that I actually use is Twitter.
I think we can all
Yeah,
agree Twitter is most definitely
that's
not
it.
safe.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty
days,
comfortable
especially.
with mine. With my Twitter, I haven't had many problems with it. I also have the specific like whatever the setting is that's like not so bad. That
Right,
stuff
yeah.
doesn't show up.
No. I got rid of
Um,
my Twitter account years ago, and I'm still happy with that decision.
Things still sneak through though, right, with Matt?
every now and again, yeah.
I know there's been a couple of times like, I thought I had the setting on. What is this?
Yeah, I will just say, damn, it looks like it looks like I got a little bit of Phoenix Twitter. Cause like every now and again, yeah. But I also don't. I don't know. It's a little weird. But you know what? It's all right.
Not a bad tier list.
Not bad. It's actually
Couple tweaks in our
mostly
opinion, but
yeah. Also, just
Yeah.
different types of users, man.
Well, yeah. I still want to find the person who's going on Pinterest looking up freaky shit
Dude, that's what I'm
in
saying. Like,
public.
you shouldn't be a part of society if you're
Well, I think that's the
into
idea.
that.
I think the idea is that no one's doing that, right? Isn't that the idea based on
Yeah.
the tier list that no one's doing that?
I love the idea that someone is though.
I don't think you can. I don't actually know the rules of. I don't know the rules about Pinterest. I don't know what kind of rules they have.
I used Pinterest for like recipe ideas back when I was like baking a bit.
I think Pinterest is based on
That's what I
some
use Pinterest for.
tags and what you liked or something. I don't know. I don't know the algorithm for it.
Yeah, no, yo. Well, no, I'm not wondering about the algorithm. I know how that is. I'm wondering like rules. Like, can you
Oh,
post
100%.
like NSFW stuff on?
Yeah, 100%.
Can
Yeah,
you?
you can.
There's a whole age
Oh, I've never-
verification
pretty sure you
thing
can.
for it.
I've never seen it. I also don't use Pinterest very often, so actually very
But,
rarely.
like, if
if
you're
any,
if you
actually.
have those things, for your Pinterest, shouldn't be opening that in public anyway. Let's be honest.
Well, that's
'Cause
what we said. Everything on the bottom half is
Pinterest is
like
very
user error.
much whatever you're control
much,
of,
yeah.
that's what's there. Like, there's nothing random gonna show up. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to search very specifically for what you want. They don't
All
have much of an algorithm in that way.
Yeah. Makes sense. I agree.
right, you know what's driving me nuts now?
What?
I just
Pistachios.
remembered. Damn, you're right. No, I just remembered a long time ago, back when we were in middle school, there was a website that I would go on all the time, and now I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
I mean, do you remember?
Stumble upon?
about it?
Holy shit, Dustin! It was.
Oh, that was
'Cause
easy.
I think about that website all the
Wow!
time.
Dude, I did
think about that website,
too.
like
How
once a week.
How did you come up with? I love the fact that that's all I said,
I'm
and
sorry,
you
what did you say?
immediately were like, "Oh, stumble upon."
I don't
Same brain cell.
think I've
Oh
ever used
my
Stumble Upon.
God.
What? Explain to the
right.
uninitiated.
So it's literally a website, and the whole point
Wow.
of it was you would hit a button called Stumble, and it would just put you a random video, a random website, a random forum, something random related to different topics that you can opt in and out of.
So, the Google feeling
Oh,
lucky
okay.
button.
So I'm looking at this on Wikipedia. Kind of, yeah. It looks like it started 2001 and it ended 2018. It was active all the way to 2018.
Oh, so yeah,
Damn.
dude, they should bring that back.
Fuck, I totally forgot about that website.
I think about because people are always complaining, and they're right to complain about it. But the internet these days is all just social media. There's no websites anymore,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
and
valid.
that's why StumbleUpon was great because you can just go to any different website or anything.
Yeah, because one of the things I remember is, if I remember correctly, while you made an account so that you could like choose topics or whatever, there were no comments. Like there wasn't like a
No.
comment thread or anything like that. Like there was no way for users to interact with each other.
No, because it was like it would bounce you
You could-
around
you
just
could-
different parts of the
Yeah,
internet.
you could upload things to it, but that was it. You wouldn't follow person; you would just follow the topic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Dustin, how the fuck? I still can't believe that you just immediately knew what I was going for.
Because I remember we would look at that a lot in middle school, and I was like, "Well, if he's
Yeah.
forgetting it,
Yeah,
and we're talking
true. I
about
guess you
websites,
would. I
probably-
guess because in middle school you would head over to my house a lot, and yeah, we would
Yeah.
just look at it together. Yeah, true. Damn! Can't believe it's shut down.
yeah, it's
Its
upsetting."
accounts were transitioned to Mix.com. The fuck is Mix.com? Dare I ask?
I follow the subreddit Internet is Beautiful, where basically it's just a bunch of people like sharing like websites or apps that they made. And it's always like rough. Like it's not great. It's like a lot of work needs to be put in everything and posted. Every time I'm like, man, if StumbleUpon was still a thing, imagine.
Imagine.
So it's like it's a weekly occurrence. I'm like, oh, I miss StumbleUpon. Someone needs to bring it back.
You want to talk about old things like that, though, that people should bring back? How about iFunny?
God, no.
Well,
Well,
no.
iFunny's
Let
still a
me
thing,
rephrase
unfortunately.
that. Let me rephrase that. Like iFunny when it was good and not full of like insane extremist propaganda.
Mm.
I
Because
mean,
like you're right, iFunny took
kind
a
of-
bad turn. I remember that.
What are you talking? I feel like there was
wasn't it?
always
Yeah,
the
what is-
extremism.
what is this golden age of iFunny that
Wait,
you seem to remember?
I remember when I first started iFunny, everything was fine. Wait,
You just didn't
iFunny
find
is
the bad
still
stuff.
a thing?
Bro,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you just weren't. I think you just weren't looking.
Yeah, I think you were
Maybe,
just
I
lucky
mean-
they didn't run it. Because listen, I also went through a good streak where I didn't find anything, but then one day I was like, oh no.
It actually
Hmm.
was. I think it was like I didn't. I never looked at comments. I think that was a big thing.
Well, I never looked at comments really either.
Somewhat recently, there's this. You've seen clips of him, Matt, called him financial audit. Whereas like this guy, it's kind of like a Jerry Springer show. He looks like people's financial situations and he just yells at
Oh.
them. It used to be a better
I
show.
know that. I know that too, yeah.
There was one guy. He had a subscription to like iFunny Premium.
Oh my god, that is insane.
I was like, in the year of our Lord 2025, you are paying for iFunny.
How
That
Are
much?
is
you insane?
How much are they paying?
It was a typical like app subscription price. I don't remember the exact price, but I'm like
$25
$4.99
a
or
month.
something. 25 a month.
Could you
That would be
imagine?
that would be wild.
I was listening to it like
that's-
as I was working. I had like whiplash when he said iFunny. I was like, what?
What do you mean iFunny? I didn't know I guess I should have known. I didn't know you could have premium iFunny. What do you
I
get?
mean,
I think like took
Spotify.
away ads or something.
I guess so.
Of course they have ads now.
Pretty basic. iFunny always
Probably
had
like ads and you get a badge.
Did iFunny always have ads? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was always the little ones on the back, on the bottom. I mean, like that, like the bar where all the ads on mobile apps are.
Yeah.
Oh,
bottom.
like a bar ad, you mean? Oh,
Yeah, not like
I'm thinking like YouTube Shorts, like an actual like video ad.
no.
I was like, I don't remember them doing those.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think.
they did. I don't know.
No.
You were talking well over 10 years ago.
Yeah. Because that's when you should that's when you should stop using iFunny.
When you're in middle school.
I was more referring to 2015, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's around, I think that's around the time I stopped using iFunny.
Nah, I stopped iFunny, I think, earlier than that. I think I stopped at probably like 2013, I would say, guess.
Oh god, I was way too late. I think.
Really? Were
'Cause
you
I
using it in
definitely remember
college?
scrolling through yeah, for
Oh
sure.
wow.
I think I stopped maybe freshman year of college. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I remember like between classes, I would be like scrolling through iFunny.
I never used it.
Not
I never even heard of it till now.
iFunny?
Smart choice.
Ah,
That's
you're
Oh,
too
insane.
old.
that's why I didn't use it. No, I believe that. I don't think iFunny was really ever a huge thing.
iFun, yeah. Actually,
Like
it's
if you
funny
There,
knew it,
because
you
I
knew
was
it.
yeah, there is kind of like I noticed that, especially in college, there was like a group you could kind of like throw the iFunny watermark on something for a laugh and people would understand it. So it was
Yeah,
why it was popular enough, right?
yeah.
I guess. But I also think if you
So
went up to like a random person in public and you're like, "Hey, iFunny," they'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Well, nowadays, yeah.
all right, so it's worth saying this, Dustin, okay? Because this is
Mhm.
actually kind of crazy, okay?
Okay.
So we probably were using StumbleUpon in like 2010, right?
Sure.
Like we were at 12. How
Something like
many
that.
people do you think were using StumbleUpon in May of 2010?
May of 2010.
Because I'll tell you this, the number's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
A lot small. What is it? I can't. I don't know what number.
10 mil. That's it,
That's
just
small.
10 million.
I
Okay.
mean, I feel like that kind of I buy
Like
it.
in my mind, everyone knew StumbleUpon.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, evidently you didn't. Evidently a lot of people didn't. But I think
Not
it's
gonna
just
lie. When you
because
were
like
saying small number, I was thinking like the thousands or something.
no, but like if you had asked me how many people use StumbleUpon in its height, I probably would have said like 100 mil.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was a huge site.
Nah, I don't think I ever got that idea.
But from what I can see, the most number of users it had was around 25 mil. But even then, that's just how many registered users, not active.
Yeah. Right.
So like who knows really how many active users it had at a time. But yeah, goddamn. Ugh. So it's been a while since we've done a pod. What have we missed? Oh Matt, you can go fuck
Absolutely,
yourself.
absolutely nothing has happened in the world since the last time we did a podcast. No
Uh
one no one has died, no human rights violations has happened, and no incredibly life-changing secrets have been revealed.
Matt, you
Pretty
forgot about Jane
uneventful
Goodall.
3 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely nothing has happened.
You forgot Jane Goodall.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that died, Rob. I purposely didn't do the
R.I.P.
podcast
the
so
chimp lady.
so that none of you would lose your jobs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh shit, is this the first pod we've done since Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Launch
Oh
Room podcast
shit.
does not have a stand.
Oh no, we have
Isn't
a
it
stance. I'll
isn't
fucking
it crazy that a year ago we were at Weezer concert and then a year later to the date Charlie Kirk got shot?
Oh my god, it
To
is
the
to the
exact
date,
same
isn't it?
date. Yeah.
I find
Oh,
it
that's
crazy that you made
wild.
that connection.
That's wild.
I just remembered.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Dude.
Well, you know.
Nah. Honestly, so I didn't know too much about Kirk. And I don't want to say anything that throws anyone under the bus. So what I will say is there were a lot of people who were celebrating his death. And at first I was like, what the fuck, y'all? I know he was kind of a jerk, but like that's still kind of a screwed up thing. And then I learned a little more about what he was saying, and my thoughts might have changed. And that's where I will end that conversation. Because I don't want to join the other Massachusetts teachers who are apparently losing jobs for saying stuff.
Bro, you say Massachusetts teachers? Try the entire country, brother.
No. There is only 4 states, to my knowledge, where teachers have been put on leave, and Massachusetts is one of them.
That is
Like, it's not a nationwide thing. It is a
Well, not for
couple of
teachers, but
states. Yeah,
but
if you
for,
want
like,
to broaden
people-
it to everything, then yeah, it's a national problem. Yeah. I'm waiting for the people to try to talk to the Pope and try to get him Catholicized or something, make him into a saint. Because honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Republicans tried to do shit like that.
St. Kirk. Died for our
Oh my
sins.
god! Fuck off.
Yeah.
he wasn't even a
Yeah.
Catholic.
Nope. Yeah, no.
That was. Isn't it crazy how that felt? How like that feels like that was like a year ago.
It feels like a while ago. The the crazy thing to me still about that is the fact that this happened like 5 days after a South Park episode on Kirk.
Well, they did it again.
Again,
They predicted the future.
it's Simpsons that
Simpsons.
usually does that, not South Park.
Well, as far as we know.
This is I think the craziest like South Park kind of prediction. But even then, they weren't predicting that he died. They just put an episode
just making
where
fun
he
of
was
him.
in it. Yeah, they were just making fun of him. And it's
That is
funny
wild,
because Republicans are split on the South Park episode. Half of them are like, that episode should be banned and never seen again. The other half are like, guys, when the episode came out, Charlie Kirk was laughing about it and loved it. Like,
It was like his profile picture on Twitter or something.
It was
It's
funny
oh
'cause,
yeah,
like,
no.
It
He
really
was-
seemed like Charlie didn't understand they were making fun of him.
Well,
little bit,
that's
yeah.
not
very true.
that's not the impression I got. The impression I got was more just like he was like, look, I know South Park, they will make fun of both sides of the aisle, so like if
Did you
it's
see the
my
video he
turn
made
to be
about it?
No, I have not. So like
In the
by
video
all
of him
means,
talking about that I saw, I very much
Yeah.
got the vibe that he thought they were like praising him or like they were proud of like the work that he's done.
well if that's the case then never
I
mind.
could be wrong, obviously, it's just the vibe that I picked up. But it's just kind of what it seemed like to me.
Just off of what I was reading, the impression I got was that his viewpoint was South Park makes fun of people from both sides of the aisle. It's kind of cool to be a part of the show. And, you know, if you're going to be a part of something like South Park, being made fun of is just par for the course. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Like, I would ask to name one famous person portrayed on South Park that isn't made fun of in some way, shape, or form, because they all are. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, they make fun of Obama, they make fun of Hillary Clinton, they make fun of Trump, they make fun of fucking everyone.
You know who else died? Vince.
Oh my.
He did like a year and change ago.
So,
Yeah.
How did no one know? How did
Im-
no one know about this? Imagine not knowing that. That's insane.
It's
the
crazy.
thing that hurts isn't that. It's not that this thing happened a year ago and you didn't tell me, Matt. It's that everyone knew. Like, if it was just like a typical D&D thing that happened, then it would have been a surprise for all of us. And it would have been like, damn, that's crazy. But the fact that not only everyone knew, but did multiple
Okay, but
sessions. And then essentially, like, gaslit me.
We didn't gaslight you at all. We didn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Well, you gaslit me insofar as when I came back, you guys pretended like we hadn't done anything. And when I was like, oh, you guys really didn't do D&D at all, you guys were like, nope, we didn't. I was like, okay. Like, that's the gaslighting.
For one thing, that's just lying, not
That's just
gaslighting.
Eh.
Second of all, you shouldn't have believed that.
To be fair, I didn't. I didn't want to, but I couldn't think of, like, I remember that session vividly where for the first like hour or so, I kept waiting for the shoe to drop and for there to be like something that made no sense, but it never happened. So I was just like, okay, maybe they actually didn't. It never
that was
occurred
the
to me that
point,
y'all
like,
were going for the long con.
If we didn't, if from the events that happened, we had to pretend it didn't happen. It's just it was just the way of playing it.
No.
Yeah.
To be clear,
Also,
Zach, I'm not upset about what happened. I think it's hilarious. What I'm saying is that you guys did it. I didn't believe you when you said that you didn't do D&D, but I also figured that if you were lying, the reason for you lying would have become apparent that day.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I
You were
kept
expecting-
waiting during that session. I kept waiting for it to be like, oh, Rob, we were lying. This is what happened. But that never happened. So eventually I was like, okay, maybe, I guess nothing happened. I guess they really just didn't do D&D for whatever reason.
Also,
So I just let it go because I
yeah,
was
quick
like, I
recap.
don't.
Before we get too deep into it, quick recap of the events. Maybe I mean, I can do it.
yeah, DM.
All right, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's me. So, Rob. Also, fuck you. You got to go like on a solo adventure for Europe, and you're like, you tell me you're playing D&D? Shut up. You had time of your life. fucking, you didn't tell me. You killed my D&D. Okay, so Rob goes to Europe. You might. Rob goes to Europe, and I'm
Oh
like,
my god,
all
I
right.
would.
And I'm like, all right, guys, here's the play. And I'm like, all right, I come up with the idea. I'm like, I'm gonna kill Rob. I'm gonna kill Rob's character when he's gone, and it's gonna be hilarious. So, end of the last session where Rob was still here. They're just about to open the door to his home, his family home, and I'm like, we cut it there. Cut it there. Be like, bye, Rob. Have fun in fucking Europe or whatever. I don't know what I'll do for D&D while you're gone. First thing of the next session, I'm like, all right, so Vince goes to open the door. There is a bright flash, and Vince is gone. And there are bits of him around. He has exploded, and like 3 ninja assassins run out of his house and run off into the distance. So that's all they know. Long story, details aside, they'd have a little adventure somewhere else. Also, Rob, I don't know if you noticed this.
Mhm.
There was also like a whole adventure in the Cliffs of Salo.
Yeah.
That there was an NPC when you went there that like started to say like, "Oh, you guys again," and then they were like, "No, we were never here before." No, sir, never been
I do
here.
remember that.
You know what?
We
I
did have to
actually
do that a handful of
wait.
times.
No, I do vaguely remember that. However, I just thought it was something that I had forgotten, I think.
We also had to
That's
pretend that we didn't know Number's mom
Yeah.
when we were introduced to her.
Anyway, they end up tracking down the people that exploded you, and they were not. I never hinted at the fact that there was going to be a clone situation beforehand, before they got there. I don't think I did. But they get there and they basically find you in a tube. They find Vince, your character, in a tube being grown. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? This is a little bit of a shift. And then they basically, the NPC Numbers takes kind of control and is like, all right, so basically, also the fact that they didn't tell you was 100% like by design.
I get it.
Because I literally told them, They're like, I don't know what happens if he finds out he's a clone. Most I can find is that it's very bad, and he will probably start killing people indiscriminately. So let's not do that. Let's specifically not tell him. And then I think, I don't know, the idea probably pinged in everyone's head at the same time. That's like, okay, but like, what if we're in like a really bad situation? It's kind of the kill switch.
Well, I was expecting like an endgame thing, like final boss. We're on our last items. We have nothing else. We were all low HP. We're out of our spell whatevers. They're like, oh, we're gonna have to pull the ripcord on this one.
And let him out. And then like, what, year and a half went by?
Roughly,
A
a little over a year.
A little over a year.
Year and a few months.
Yep.
Not even. I would say like like a year and 1 month. I would say
Oh,
because I did Europe last year.
What month? Was it June or July?
July.
Yeah, so a couple months.
I came back probably like mid-August.
okay.
Anyways, it happened. We told Vince that he's a clone.
Georgia did.
Georgia. Well,
Yeah.
It was more of like
did Georgia
everyone has a
message you guys at all that he was going to do that, or
Only
He
me.
messaged
Only
Matt
me.
apparently.
or did you guys heard he say that and you were like, oh shit?
Well, there's a reason we all went dead silent when he said
It's
it.
why I said
I don't think
I
any of us
was
were
going to get a
expecting it at all.
snack.
Well, I
No.
thought you guys. Well, it's funny because I heard him say that, and I'm just like, the fuck does that mean? My first sign something's wrong is Zach saying, never mind, I need to stay now. I was like, what does that mean, Zach? And then Matt starts talking, and I'm like, Matt's got like a pre-figured out speech here.
I'm like, so
Whatever Georgia just said, it means something, and that scares the shit out of me.
the silence was really funny.
It was so quiet, and it is never that quiet in D&D.
I just couldn't believe what I heard. I was just waiting for Matt to say something too, and I was just shocked that George did it. It's funny because he jumps off and he goes, "You're dead." And I'm like, "Okay, wow, you're just leaving him to die. That's messed up." And he goes, "You're a clone." And I'm like, "Oh."
Well, no, because Georgia jumped away, Georgia jumped away, and there were two of us. It was me and someone else. I forgot who the other
was. It was Fanning's character. It was Ranmi.
He was
And
already
he
down
said
on the bottom.
he
side.
said something to Ranmi. I forgot what he said to Ranmi. But he said something to Ranmi and then
Run.
said that to
That's
me.
what he said.
Oh, right. He told
Oh, yeah.
Ranmi to run and then said that to me.
Because he knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
He knew
Oh
that was
my
the
God.
condition.
Was that your plan the entire time? Was like plus 15 to everything?
It was originally 10, but then I was like, fuck it, plus 15. I thought it'd be funny.
So how long between Robert telling you he was going on that trip to Europe and him actually leaving? Like, at what point did you decide, okay, I'm killing this character?
Shortly
God,
after I pissed him off one session.
the
Was
thing
it
is,
like a midway point? Was it closer to him actually leaving, or?
it was before he left.
Well,
Well, I
it
hope
had
so.
been then. You didn't
I mean,
do
is that what your
right.
question?
He
I'm
died
confused.
immediately.
I think what he's asking.
never
I
mind.
think what he's asking is like if I told you that I was going to be missing those sessions, let's say in December, and then I
Mhm.
left at the beginning of July. At what point did you decide that's what you were going to do?
Oh,
Like, was it like as soon as I said it in December, you were like, "Oh, let's start figuring this out,"
no.
or was it
definitely
like
not.
April, May-ish?
A couple weeks before, I think.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when I would start thinking like, okay, what am I gonna do? Right.
What am I going to do once this is gone? I will say, you have made me super paranoid now about what has happened while I was in Africa.
Oh,
Oh, what do you mean? Nothing
Not much.
happened to you. Yeah, clearly nothing.
Shut
Clearly,
up.
we haven't done. Nothing happened to you
Shut the
while you
fuck
were in Africa. No, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. It would be crazy to do something else. Obviously.
Shut the fuck up. I don't trust any of you.
But no, it was also funny because that first session when you died, we dug a grave for you next to your house, and like
Yeah, I
buried you there.
heard.
The first session you came back, we all went inside the house, but then I didn't. I quickly DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, I want to destroy the little grave we have for Vince."
So, wait, so question.
Mhm.
Is my body still there?
No.
Your bits and pieces are.
What kinda?
God.
Well, I did specifically make it say that, like, when you exploded, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we
there wasn't really anything left of you.
we gathered what we could.
We
There might be a finger
gathered
there or
what
something.
we could.
Yeah,
Oh my
you there
God.
might be like it says like a tree starts growing outside of his house.
Oh
And
my
there's,
god,
like,
a second clone.
he starts an apple tree. There's like a Vince starts growing, and his parents are like, "What the fuck is
So I'm
going
just
on
saying.
there?"
So I'm just saying that with
Yeah.
every one of Systemet's clones, the clone was like several levels higher. So like I'm level like 14, right?
No, not at all.
That's some bullshit.
If anything, I believe canonically you're a somewhat incompleted clone. So you should be a little
Why?
behind.
Why am I a somewhat incomplete clone?
I don't know, you just were. Wasn't that the thing, Matt? We kind of like took him out before he was ready.
You
Before he was like fully developed.
definitely took him out right away when you got there. There was like you broke. I'm pretty sure you guys broke the thing that he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. So hang on. Actually, I just thought of an important question. So you're telling me that you broke me out of this tube, presumably quite a ways away from my house,
Yes.
and then you carried my body back to my house?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
set my body up. But how did you get my consciousness into
I don't know, does it look like we made the clones?
my body?
That's not something they did. That's whoever made you.
But
I
like,
think there was like a time limit or something. Like after a certain amount of time, you're gonna wake up or something.
okay, because I'm like,
There was
'cause I'm
something
like,
I think. Or like
if my consciousness is already in the also, yeah, there's
Alright,
a lot that I'm
here's a simple
confused
answer.
about with the logistics.
DM
of this
knows,
now that I'm
we
thinking about it.
we know nothing at all.
Your phone. Yeah, I think you might be overestimating
was
how much they
literally,
know about the
Oh,
process.
we're here.
Okay.
What is that? Why does that look like Vince? And then we're given like the bare minimum because we
Why is Vince in
don't need to know anything.
Why is Vince in the tube?
But you
We
got
did,
none
and
of
I
you
think
questioned
numbers
this
didn't
further?
really know anything. Like, it's not that we know everything we're keeping a secret. We just don't know.
we just broke into a place that we knew there were clones.
Yeah, they knew you would be.
Well, I guess no, we didn't even know. We just
Yeah, you didn't.
broke
They didn't
into
know
a
they
place
were
that we knew would
clones.
get you back.
They knew.
This
I don't
just
think they
seems
even knew
low.
that they were going to get you back. That's just the place of the. That's just a place owned by the people that
So
apparently did it.
So hang on, out of curiosity now. Very first session that I'm in Europe.
Yeah.
Matt tells you guys that Vince is blown up. What is going through your head as far
No,
as
that was the
what's
first thing I
Rob gonna
thought of.
say when he comes back?
I assumed,
I just
yeah.
I'd
You know what
assume
my
Matt had
assumption
something
was?
planned that would bring Vince back.
I thought the explosion was really just some portal and you were just gonna
Yeah.
come back. I was not expecting clones. That was not on my bingo sheet. Which, funny enough,
Bingo.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I think I now realize or remembered why I almost blew it. I think I got confused from the session when we found the clone, and then suddenly we're teleported all the way back to the house. I was like, did I miss something like at the very last of the session? Did I zone out? Did this actually happen? Like I was just all zoned out. I'm like, I'm so confused. Because I remember when you left, Rob, I said, "All right, I need to get things clarified because I am so confused."
Yeah, well, the first session you came back as well. Robert was gone, and like the whole thing of trying to get Vince back. Zach got a little robot friend called Umbra, and the first session that Robert was back, Zach was doing his thing where I don't remember the
Yeah, because
exact
we
reason,
were
but he
trying
wanted
to
to go
find
back to the
someone,
place
if I
where he got
remember.
Umbra. So because we had to something like that, and because he got it during the time Robert was gone, the rest of us had to pretend, oh, where did you get Umbra? This is our first time learning about Umbra too. But Zach kept going, oh, down over to the place. We all went there. We're like, no, we didn't. Where did you get Umbra, Zach? You need to tell us. He's like, in the secret place. And
Which, to be
we don't know,
fair,
Zach.
kinda is in character for Zen.
Guys,
It is, yeah, but it's still
And
really
to
funny
be
when it's
fair,
like, no, we don't know.
It's also very much in character for Vince to just not be paying attention.
the character for Vince, he says.
Well, it's also in character for Rob.
There you go.
Vince, Rob, same two
Oh,
sides
boy.
of
You
the
wish.
same coin.
Oh boy, do I know.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you're okay now.
Any
can't
other
tell you if they're
long
secrets.
secrets y'all are hiding from me and Dandy?
I mean, I wouldn't speak with it. Yeah, obviously. Dude, we're not gonna tell you.
Damn, I see how it is. Alright. Don't
worry, we can come up with other secrets for other people.
Perfect.
What are you
can
going to do to Vince in the next one?
Can we start spreading a rumor that Griff is 5 kobolds in a trench coat?
Oh my god, that
crazy.
last session.
Well, you guys,
I think that session was like this campaign's going to Mydok Sanctuary, Sisabet clones session. Like we're just
like when the insane shit happens. Do you mean like
yeah, and like everything goes wrong constantly.
Oh, you mean like when you went into the session 1 where you guys went into the cult place and
The cult place, yeah, and the elk.
You weren't supposed to bring the elk, but you ended up bringing the elk.
And everything just went wrong after that.
That was this one? Okay.
I think so.
The funniest thing to me is that that's not how I expected it to go.
Right.
At all. Because the problem that you guys ran into was that your strongest character is the one that spoke the language, right?
Yeah.
Of the area.
Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Which goes against the idea of typically of the people in a trench coat where the strongest one's on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, it was gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna have to use our combined strength to carry our strongest member so he can talk. But instead, you were like, all right, well, let's work on like a telephone game where we have him like translate and say things. And now
our first plan, we wanted to avoid telephone. We were just gonna have him talk from the knee and hope that like the other giants were so tall they wouldn't even recognize that it was coming from the knee.
Oh yeah, that obviously not. That's not gonna fucking happen. If you're talking, I think you underestimate how disorienting it would be if you're talking to someone and the voice was coming from below.
I don't know. I thought the other giants were like so tall, anyways. That it's just always going to be below. So they just wouldn't think about it.
If I
Also,
remember correctly, he
DM
also rolled really bad on
that as well.
the appropriate check for it.
The rolls are just not going for us that day as well. It was
Yeah,
just
you guys rolled really badly.
bad roll after bad roll after bad roll.
It was fun though.
It was very fun. I liked it a lot. Also, I just want to say, Mr. DM, not the Monday morning quarterback you. But we did specifically bring up the idea of carrying Griff, and then we shot it down because like, no, that's probably going to be too heavy for us. You could have corrected us if your idea was us to carry Griff.
Well, I could have, I guess.
You could at least let the idea throw around. It's like, I'll allow it.
I mean, you could. You can try. You guys gotta try. You don't gotta wait for me to tell you it's okay.
Vince doesn't have
Try it.
strength.
Just try it.
Yeah, Vince doesn't have strength. So,
See, I thought the
yeah.
just try it was our idea. I thought that was the just try.
Come on. Just try it.
Just put the pot as a face and put a mask in front of it. You have to admit that we used all of our
You did.
everything that we could. Everyone had a roll.
Yeah, you did. You did. 100%. And it worked out, but I was like, regardless of what you did, I had things planned that was gonna make you have to roll for it anyway. So like, it didn't really matter. Like,
It still would have been so much easier if Griff was the head, though.
oh yeah,
Could have just
would've been
talked. It would have been so much easier.
Yeah, I mean
Would have
that's
saved
kind
so
of
much time.
that's where I figured you. That's what I thought you were gonna do. That's not how things ended up.
I like the way it ended. I prefer this way.
It is pretty funny. I was like, yeah, okay, so there's gonna be a dog that like attack gets them. I was waiting for the gold coin thing. That was my favorite one.
Oh my god!
Because I kept establishing. I said everything was a 1-to-3 ratio. You can't.
Yeah, you did. No, you did.
I honestly didn't even pick up on it either. Everyone else
That's
was like,
why as
"Oh
soon
no!"
as you
It's
were
like, "What?
like-
We don't have any gold coins."
That's why as soon as you were like, it's one gold, I was like, oh fuck.
What are you and your tiny money? It's not even worth it.
It's funny because like for a good amount of that session, I was kind of playing it off. A, I was playing it off. B, I was actually happening. Where like Rob/Vince was still mentally processing everything he had just learned. So like he was letting everyone else take charge on what we were doing there. But like the more everyone was coming up with plans and stuff, the more frustrated I was getting. And when it got to the point of the gold coin, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Just let me go get a coin.
Yeah, that's why I says like, okay, let's go behind this house. Let's separate. Vince, you go rob somebody.
Go rob a coin. Come on.
And it's funny because like
let the rogue row. Come on.
And it's funny because like Matt, you could not have been more clear that everything is a 1-to-3 ratio. I need to make that clear, okay? Because what I'm about to say is so fucking stupid. But like my original thought was like, okay, Vince is gonna get out of this trench coat. He's gonna find a giant. He's gonna dive into their pocket. Now, keep in mind, it's only 3 times bigger than a regular pocket. Vince is barely fitting his whole arm in, let alone his whole body, and diving in. So, like, once I mentally realized that, I was like, wait a minute. If the pocket's only 3 times bigger, Vince can just, like, stand on his tiptoes and reach in and probably, like, grab stuff out of it. And then, of course, in the middle of that, I'm like, oh yeah, I can just turn invisible. So that'll help. Dude, that 1% ghost feature has been coming in clutch lately.
Yeah. Well, I knew I made you a clone, so I had to help you out a little bit. I have to
You
give him
say
fucking-
that,
I
but you
have
had
to give
no
some-
idea it was going to be me.
know.
You didn't know who was gonna be the guy to be like, all right, you can take over their body. It could have been any of us.
Yeah, but when you were the first one
Not for me, I
suggested, I did kind of move the conversation along a little bit faster than I normally would.
All right.
It's not all. I'm not saying.
Remember, we were all preparing for a battle. Like we were all going to run into another combat. You're like, no, guys, I only need one of you. I can do it myself. I only need one guy. Stop getting your weapons
Well,
ready.
that's why I originally
the-
volunteered, because I was like, I can't do shit in this combat situation. So like, this is a way for me to be useful.
Yeah, because the guy is like, I'm like the warrior of my town. I just need like a body. I need a warm body to fight this thing. I don't need you guys.
Yeah. And then
Y'all can go.
Barkus is like healing all of us. He's giving us like some other spell. He turned into a bear. You're like, no, guys, calm down. I can do this on my own.
But yeah, and then once that was clear, I was like, all right, well, I mean, I'll still do it. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it sounds like this will be a quick thing, so sure, me. It's not going to matter. I totally never would have thought there'd be like a lasting side effect of it.
Yeah. I mean, I could have given it to
I like when
anyone, and it would have been anything. They
Yeah.
would've
I like
had
how you
it.
give us special powers like that.
Yeah, I liked it.
Or like the things where we get to like choose what we want.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pick your starter sort of thing.
Yeah, and I know not to make them too powerful anymore, Dustin.
I wouldn't say they were powerful. They're, you know.
Yeah? Mr. Walk Through Walls and Walk on Water and
Okay, that was a separate thing. That was just me misunderstanding the rules. The walking on
Not
water
the-
part.
not the Walk Through Walls part.
No, yeah, the walk through walls, that was a
Or the whole, or Rob, or it's talking about power, fucking Rob's whole thing. I didn't know how that was gonna plan out. Your fucking time powers, Jesus Christ, that fucked me over multiple times.
Mhm.
But you know, you learn. I learned.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Dudes, you know what else has been happening over the last few weeks?
What's been happening over the last few weeks?
You guys have fallen in love with a person named Maddox.
Calm down.
So I've been doing these Minecraft game shows, and a Big Brother one I was on is finally airing. What are your thoughts on it? I got to be careful what I say, but what are your thoughts on it?
Oh boy.
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
It's a fun idea.
Yeah, it's definitely like interesting. And it's a cool like niche community thing that I think is
Mhm.
cool. I think that's inherently cool.
Yep.
I have some notes for their
I
editor,
feel
but
that.
that's pretty much it.
Dude, ever since you
wa-
pointed out like how long their interviews are, I was like, oh my god, the interviews are running so long.
They need to be cut so much.
Like I don't
I
watch
will-
a lot of reality TV like that, but I'm like, oh dude, this is going forever.
I will say, I had mentioned to you that the first episode of one of the Survivors I was on recently aired, and I watched it.
Yeah.
I think you'll like the editing for that a lot better.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's also just like that's like my niche thing that I know.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna kind of
To be clear, the editing's not necessarily bad. It's just not perfect.
It's just messy.
Like the random.
It's-
Discord
There's a lot of things they
chats.
should have picked up on it. They didn't.
Yeah.
messy is a good.
Well,
Yeah,
there's not a lot they
absolutely.
can do about that, I don't think.
Yes, there is.
Well, let me rephrase that. There's not a lot they can do about it after the fact.
Yes, there
Like,
is.
If
Rob,
you say so.
Rob. Yes, there is.
Okay, if you say so.
No matter what they are doing, no matter how they recorded it, I don't care how baked in that Discord sound is.
That's why there's fix it in post.
There are things you can do about it. Because I guarantee you, the dialogue where that is happening is not that important for it to
Okay.
happen multiple times. There are things they could do about it. They just didn't.
If
Right?
you say so.
I do say so.
Also, I might be misremembering, but I feel like every time the Discord noise happened, it was when the host was doing like a
No,
voiceover.
it actually was.
If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. So
Yeah,
in that
case,
just
in that case,
re-record my guy.
No, in
Do a
that
take
case,
two.
I agree.
So many times, like, dude, just do a second take on that one. Like, you have to take the first try.
But I mean,
And it's like,
besides the editing, though, what are your
right.
thoughts?
I don't want to make any
I mean,
waves.
it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Like it. Yeah. All right. Oh god, it's weird that they're
As he
real
makes
people.
waves.
Not only are they real,
Yeah.
like even like in Survivor or Big Brother, they are real people, but they're also like people on my TV, so I don't recognize them as real human beings. These are just random people that play Minecraft, and I feel weird hating on them. But
And we are one
I
degree separated from them because we know Robert.
yeah, that also is weird.
Is anything you
but-
say, I could directly tell them.
No, I mean, you can, Rob, take the clip of this podcast episode where I say that I want to drop kick Robster into a pit. Like,
Hey, tell Robster I
Like-
said kill himself.
Oh my god!
I did.
You know,
I did say-
I was thinking about
Mike,
sending a
back me
clip
up.
of this to Robster, but
I was like,
oh my god!
I did say I would be like when I don't know when he put you. I don't remember if it was when he put you up or you got off, but I was like, Rob, it would be so funny if you just told him to kill himself.
Well, it's so when I won a competition to get myself off, and you were like, "It'd be funny if you told me to kill yourself," and I said, "Oh, Matt, just wait a second." It's not what I said, but I did go up to him and be like, "Did I prove myself?"
Oh, because his
Which is like
logic
a
is
big-
so fucking stupid.
Which was a big
He's
like F you.
so annoying, dude.
Look,
I hate him so
the
much.
most recent episode, I've seen it. You guys have not yet. I don't want to talk about it too much, but what I will say is I don't think at this point in the game Robster had a single friend in the whole game. Like literally everyone is talking about
Well, yeah.
how they don't.
Because it seemed like you all picked up on the fact that his logic is making no sense as to why he was picking people to be eliminated.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
his his logic
be a
was pissing me off so much.
be a fucking like, dude. Just he used the same excuse to try to like, no, dude, you're playing a fucking game, all right? You need to make these decisions. Stop trying to like be like, oh, I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets to play the game because these people, because they need to prove themselves. Like, no, they don't.
There's again, I don't want to get too much into it. There's a moment in the most recent episode where I'm having a conversation with someone and I say something and they refute me, and I'm really hoping that you guys immediately jump to my defense and you guys are like, the fuck? Because I will say that was the moment that changed the game for me, and I'll talk about it when we watch that episode.
Oh God!
But there's a kind of big moment that happens in this episode that really made a difference for me. Anyways, so I know you guys don't like Robster.
With the opposite side.
I know you guys love Maddox.
He's funny. That's literally that's the only thing. He was just I think he might
So
just
funny.
be because I give so much credit to things I find funny. He might just be the funniest person
In the game,
at least present. Yeah, like he is. I'm not gonna say that he's just I think of a joke, and he says it, and
and
I'm like, all right, dude, that's okay. You're obviously the funniest person here, because that's what I would say, and I'm the funniest person I know. Obviously, I'm also very humble, but
I forget if I had mentioned this to you, but Maddox was actually one of the hosts for the first couple seasons of the game.
oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Apparently, I had never seen seasons 1 and 2 of Big Homie. I had only seen season 3, and he's not with season 3 at all. But apparently, he was one of the hosts for like season 1 or 2 or something like that.
Oh,
Like I said, I don't know what his role was exactly or how that worked, but apparently that's a thing.
I wouldn't.
What-
I wouldn't
a-
guess
a-
that by his inability to know people's names.
anyone else in the game that you have a strong thought on, or no? I mean, obviously there's
You're
me.
cool.
You fucking hate me, I know, but you know.
I mean, yeah,
No, I
that's pretty
said
much it.
no. Don't you remember last episode? What I said? I said I'm really starting to like this Rob guy.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
This Rob.
Honestly, bro,
this gamer character is
I-
pretty cool.
Personally, I don't care much about any of the other people.
They're just kind of there.
I don't like Robster. Maddox is hilarious. You're my friend. I wish the minions stayed longer so I can see them emote more. That was also really funny.
That was
It was some dude
You
with a
guys
minion in a maid
have-
outfit.
You
Yeah.
guys have these tools at your disposal, and no one is using them better than he is. Oh my god, dude! If I
Kept
had it,
emoting.
I would be hitting the gritty in the background of every
No.
shot.
So I want to clarify, Matt. We didn't all have access to that. That is something you pay money to have.
And you
Oh.
didn't,
No.
bro. What
I
the
don't, Matt. I
fuck?
didn't even know, Matt. First of all, I didn't even know the emotes were a thing you could buy on like the Minecraft store or whatever. Second of all,
Are you
I think
playing
I
on a
learned
Bedrock
about
or
it like
something?
that morning or whatever. Huh?
What are you playing? What do you mean in Minecraft?
Nani?
store?
That's not a mod.
What are you fucking talking about?
I don't believe it's a
playing-
mod, at least.
Are you playing on like Bedrock or something? What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
Hang on, let me try to find it. Hang on.
Can you just
No, it's so
open
funny
your
'cause there was, like-
regular game when you do that shit? Yeah. What are you saying? Austin?
Because it was just a regular conversation, like they were planning like their, I don't know, their alliance or whatever. And one just goes, "Hey, what's going on up there?" They turn around, and the camera perfectly cuts to the minion in the maid dress twerking. It was such the funniest smash cut ever. We were all so caught off guard.
It's like, what the fuck is he doing?
Oh, you know what? All right. I stand corrected. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it might be something that you like pay for, but like on like the Lunar client store or something like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
I
seen
think
that.
that's what it
Oh,
is.
is it okay? No, okay, that makes sense. I've seen those clients. I've seen those clients and stuff
That's what
before
it
where you
is.
can do the thing.
So like it is, I guess, a mod, but like not like a standalone mod. It's still something you would have to pay money for.
No, I've seen. Yeah, I know.
That's why I didn't do it. Otherwise, I'd have a couple. I'd have gotten a couple of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure,
no,
but-
I'm familiar with like the stores that exist on the clients, like Lunar Client.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, because we had to do Lunar client because of the proximity chat.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's valid. Regardless, you should have done it.
I mean, you know, give me.
All of you
Matt,
should
if you send me money, next game show I do.
Send me
How much is it?
$400 for the Junko figure, and I'll buy your shitty $25 emote.
Robert,
would
how much is
hope
it for the
it's-
emotes?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm assuming it's not much.
It's probably like $4 or $5, like per maybe.
I'd
or,
imagine
like,
so.
15 for a group, something like that.
I would hope it's no more than that. I would say that's the high end. I would hope that's the high end. I don't know. Let me take a look. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you guys are enjoying it at least.
Yeah, it's a fun way to
It's
spend an
really-
hour before D&D on Tuesdays.
Yeah. It's also just fun for me, because like I know obviously what's going to happen, and so I get to see your reactions to some of the insanity that happens. And I will say, for what it's worth, and hopefully me saying this doesn't spoil anything about any of the games that I've done, but like out of all the games I've done, this one is probably the one I was least excited to show you guys.
Interesting.
So, like I said, I don't know what that says about it. I hope that doesn't spoil anything about anything. But I think that the 2 recorded survivors that I've done have been incredible. Both with and without me, if that's the case. Alright. Client store emotes. $8.50?
For one?
Wow. For one emote.
Per emote or? Oh.
Per
okay, never mind.
emote.
Okay, I was gonna offer like I thought it would be like a bundle thing or something like that. I was gonna offer it's like, okay, yeah, if you're
Nope.
in another Minecraft thing, I'll send you the money, but you have to promise you're gonna be spamming that.
Nope.
I'm not sending you
850 for twerk,
per
850 for gritty, 850 to play a
God.
guitar or a keyboard
mod pack.
or a
Know your place.
saxophone. Matt, you get a trombone.